It is TikTok time. We are back in the fridge, so you know what that means. And today we are going straight for Hailey Bieber's pizza toast. It has got millions and millions of views, as to be expected from J Bieb's wife. The thing is, the reviews on it are incredible. Everybody seems to love it. So today we're gonna make it, we're gonna try it, and then we're going to amp it up and make an even better version ourselves. Let's waste no more time. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Farnum. This is More Seasoning, and we're about to watch Hailey Bieber's pizza toast TikTok so we can see exactly what's going on. Let's go. Okay, so we got some sourdough. Looks like we got some tomatoes, some heirloom tomatoes. We're buttering this bread, both sides. Now she's hitting it with some truffle oil. Listen, I like truffle, but I feel like it doesn't belong on everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we're toasting and smoking. Getting some nice crispy bread, I'm in it. Oof, that looks good. All right, now she's hitting it with some burrata. To me, this is sketchy because burrata is a very, very wet cheese. You literally pull it out of water, right? So it's like we're putting that on some crispy toast. I don't know. Okay, now we're hitting it with those heirlooms. Again, very wet since we just marinated them in what seems to be lemon and olive oil. Again, we're contradicting that crispiness. Now we got that marinara. Hey, can't beat some good marinara, but I feel like we could level that up. More truffle oil, again. There's a time and a place. All right, we're in the oven, 375, great directions. It looks like she added some Parmesan on there. A little more of that marinara, hitting it with that Parmesan. Little oregano, can't have a pizza without oregano, and some red pepper flakes. She's doing this little cheese pull right here. It's going crazy. I think we'll go crazy. Let's try it. Come on. So we got our bread and we've got our tomato. Now she toasts this first, but I want to give this tomato a little bit more time to marinate in that olive oil and lemon juice. So the first thing we're gonna do is slice. Slap, slap, slap. Now a little olive oil, squeeze a lemon, and some Salt Bae action. My butter was in the fridge, so it is not soft enough to smear on here, so we're gonna do this instead. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a nice bit of butter there. Then, since we're gonna toast this side first, we're gonna do that drizzle of truffle oil that she does, and face down, bread up. That's the way we like to toast. Hell no, are you serious? We're just doing a little toast check real quick. Almost there. All right, so she doesn't show us or show her putting the oil on both sides, so I'm just gonna pop that right here for now. Do a little more butter. Woo! That shit is hot, hot, hot. Oh, saw that flame? Ah! All right, you see this right here, this little bit of burntness right here? Now, here's what I don't wanna hear. Well, for some reason, whenever you do anything with bread and cheese and burning, it tastes good. Like in my grilled cheese cook-off. Watch this. Right to the edge and...
No! I told you!
That shit is worse.
It's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over.
Yo!
This is so baby!
Look out! That thing got fire.
She's looking better. I don't know.
See, it tasted good, so don't worry about it. All right, next we've got our and again, like I said, we just toasted this bread, right? But here's the issue, come close, check this out. So when I lift this up, as you can see, the cheese is literally in water. So it's like counterproductive. She doesn't tell us to dry it off, so therefore I'm just gonna pull it out. Look at that, we're just gonna go ahead and put it on just like she did. Tear it open, it's kind of a mess. Next, we're gonna take our very wet tomatoes, again, counterproductive in my opinion. We're just gonna slap them right on here, just like that. And now, we're gonna put them in the oven, 375.
That looks gross as hell. Whoever the watches shit 9 million times need their ass whooped.
Anyway, 375 in the oven, let's go. Ah! I messed up. I forgot to put more truffle oil on there as if it needed any more. Anyway, here we go, a little drizz. Back in there. Yo, I need you to roll so I could talk my shit. Listen, if you need some marinara from the store and you're not making that at home, Rayo's. Not sponsored, just gas. Listen to these ingredients real quick. Italian whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, oregano, product of Italy. How much better could you get? I love Rayo's. She doesn't really do anything to spice her marinara up, so we're just gonna put it in here straight, just like that. All right, I need you to look in here, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out real quick. While we're waiting for that to bake, Jamari has just, in this very moment, bet me $10 if I will try this. Oh God, it looks so gross. It looks like cafeteria milk.
$20.
Okay, here we go. God, I can't force myself to do it, man. Oh, all right, here we go. Oh God. Oh God, bro. All right, so I have made a full recovery from the cheese water. Speaking of cheese, it's Parmesan time. Let's go ahead, we're gonna drag this out. Okay, you know what? I can't hate, it looks pretty good. So now we're just gonna go in and grate some Parm, just like Miss Bieber did. All right, back in she goes. Woo! Our Parmesan is melted, and now we have to go in with our marinara. Go ahead and spread that out. All right, next we're gonna hit this with some shaved Parmesan on top. Then we've got some oregano. And lastly, we got some red chili flake that we're gonna throw on there. And it's done, it's time for a taste test. Let's go. Cue the suspense. Ladies and gentlemen, it is taste test time. We have the Hailey Bieber pizza toast right in front of us. Viral, 10 million views. We're about to try it out. There's one thing I wanna check though, and I've been suspect of it because we have this watery cheese and oily tomatoes. I'm very concerned that it has now softened up our toast, right? So I'm just gonna check the integrity of this. I mean, it's just kind of, yeah, look at that. Can you get, I mean, it's just falling apart. Hailey Bieber pizza toast, 3, 2, 1. All right, you see the problem? That's our issue. All right, so me and Jamari just tried this. Let's hit it with a star scale, just so you know. A 5-star, it's amazing. I would change nothing. 4-star means it's great. There's a few things that I would change though. 3-star, it's all right, try it if you want. A lot of room for improvement. 2 stars, I do not recommend, and 1 star, gross, don't try it. As far as her pizza toast goes, the flavor, I'm actually gonna give it like a 3.5 to 4 because I thought the flavor was pretty good. There was a lot of dynamic to it, a lot of depth. However, the execution of the actual pizza toast was like a 2-star. It just fell apart. As you can see, we've just got stuff all over the cutting board. It crumbled. So I think we'll amp up that flavor to a 5 on ours, and we will try to get that execution up to a 4 or 5. So let's get it. All right, so we're gonna take the same approach with ours. However, we are going to switch up a few ingredients. For example, instead of doing watery burrata, we're gonna do some low moisture mozzarella cheese, which is basically what's on every single pizza because it melts and there's no moisture to soak up in the bread. And instead of doing a very water-filled heirloom tomato, we're gonna switch it up and do a low moisture Roma tomato. And instead of doing slices, we're gonna fine cube it. That way it's spread across the pizza toast instead of us biting it and everything sliding off. So let's start with some herbs and oil for our bread. All right, follow me real time. We're about to make some really flavorful oil for this bread. So I'm just gonna go with a couple tablespoons of some avocado oil. Then I'm going rosemary. I'm just gonna do a couple dashes just like that, about half a teaspoon. Then we're going in with some thyme. Here we go, another couple dashes. Then we got some basil. We're gonna go ahead and hit that with some basil. Perfect, just like that. Parsley, can't forget the parsley. Boom, 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 half a teaspoon. And lastly, our oregano, which we are familiar with. We're gonna hit it in there, and then we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up just like so. And since Hailey wants to go ahead and incorporate truffle oil, I figure why not just add a little shot of truffle oil to our existing oil. So now we've got all those herbs and a little bit of truffle in there infused. So we should truly get a ton of flavor from this. Now let's go ahead and toast that bread. All right, here we go. We got our oils. And then I'm just going to brush these on here, get them nice and spread out. We want to try to oil this whole thing up just like this. Beautiful. Now we're going right on the pan, just like that. And we're gonna let her toast on a medium-high heat. Oh man, these herbs smell crazy. So we're gonna go hit the second side because I checked and the other side is perfect. Again, we're just trying to get that oil spread out all over this bread. Try not to saturate it too much in one part because we want this to crisp up beautifully. Give this guy a flip. Oh, look at that. Oh God, those herbs and the truffle together smell incredible. It's intoxicating. Okay, so while we got that out, next we're gonna do our tomatoes. So we're just gonna cube these up real quick. All right, check me out. So yes, these are less moisture than the heirloom tomatoes, but there's still some moisture in there. So what I like to do is just scoop everything onto a paper towel just like this. And then what I do is I just kind of get them in the middle, roll them up, and then just kind of squeeze all that water out of there. Like, as you can see, there's some juices in there for sure. We're gonna do another paper towel just to try to get these as dry as possible. That way we're not soaking up our bread. Now we're just gonna go ahead and dump these into our bowl. So boom, we just throw a pinch of salt in there. We're gonna toss them around. Make sure we disperse that salt. And then we're gonna let those sit until they're ready. Now it's time for some cheese. All right, so again, we wanna preserve the crispiness of this toast. It is pizza toast, right? And toast is crispy. So look, this is what we're rocking with. We got some low moisture shredded mozzarella, okay? Now look at the moisture in this versus the moisture in this, right? You see the issue that we have here. So I'm just gonna do a nice liberal coat of the mozzarella on top. I want it nice and cheesy and perfectly stringy. All right, so for those who are like,
wait, she probably uses burrata because it's lower calorie.
no, it's basically the same exact calories, so don't sweat that. So as you can see, we've got our mountain of mozzarella. Now we're gonna go in with our salted tomatoes. And again, we can now just sprinkle this liberally all over the pizza toast without it getting soaked. So every bite is gonna have a little bit of our salted tomato in it. Okay, as we can see, our pizza toast looks significantly different than Miss Bieber's when she popped hers in the oven. Also, almost no moisture here. Our bread is crispy. It's not getting touched by those tomatoes or that burrata water. Let's get it. 375 until we're nice and melty. Okay, the other thing I wanna do is amp up this marinara just a little bit, and we don't have to do a lot of work at all. Actually, all we have to do is take like a quarter of this onion, we're gonna fine chop it, and then we're just gonna fine chop 1 clove of garlic. All right, so let's extract some flavors. We're gonna start with a little bit of this oil right here in the pan. I got this on a nice medium high heat. We're just gonna add a couple tablespoons in there. Grab my onions. We got 1 piece of pizza toast, so we don't need a ton. We're gonna get them in there and let them start sizzling up. Once those onions soften, we're going in with our garlic. And we're only gonna have this in here for about 30 to 45 seconds or until that garlic becomes aromatic. We don't want it to burn because it's going to make our sauce taste gross. All right, get your oil on one side because you don't want it to splatter and go crazy. All right, last thing, we got fresh basil. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that fresh basil in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just fold it in on the sauce. That way that sauce kind of softens it up and gets some of that flavor out of there. Oh my gosh, look how much more intense and special this looks than just a plain marinara. All right, we gotta hit our mid-bake parm, so here we go. Pull that out. Oh, look at that cheese just getting nice and melty on there. Now we hit it with our Parmesan, just like that. Get her back in and let it bake. Okay, first off, this marinara smells ridiculous. Actually, I wanted to do squeeze a lemon first because she put lemon on her tomatoes, so we're gonna do just a squeeze of lemon with that cheese barrier. Get a little bit of brightness in there, then we're going in. Oh. God, look at that marinara. That is so beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Now we're going parm. And we're going parm heavy, baby. Then we're going in with a sprinkle of oregano on top, just like we did last time. Some beautiful pizza flavor in there. Now listen up, I got red chili flake again. I actually meant to cook this in my sauce with the onions, and I forgot because it was gonna give the sauce, the marinara, some heat, but instead we'll put it right on top. And ladies and gentlemen, this right here is what I think is a superior pizza toast. And now we go in for a taste test. Let's go ahead and cut. Look at that, no bend in our bread. Listen, I'm not capping. Still perfectly crispy. We're not worried about it falling apart on us. But now the most important part is the taste test. Hopefully I don't ruin my taste buds for the next week. Here we go. Oh my God. So much flavor. Wow, hold on. Wow, I gotta call my girl, hold on.
So good. Holy shit. It has so much flavor. I was not expecting this.
Honestly, I would rather eat this than a slice of actual pizza because it's so crispy.
I
That
agree.
crunch in there, it's amazing. 5 stars? Yeah, baby. Look, what we did here is we just amped Hailey Bieber's flavor up from like a 4 to a 5. We added a little bit more depth to it. The garlic and the onion really just bring out a lot. It actually makes it taste like a legit pizza. What we really did improve on though was the actual execution of the pizza toast, because we went from this like soggy, just kind of fall apart of what maybe resembles a pizza into something that is truly a pizza toast. It's crispy, it's crunchy, it holds all the flavor, all the toppings together. Perfect. I'm gonna let Jamari try it now.
It look way better. That's all I'm talking about right here.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this 20 times better. If you want real cheese toast, pizza toast, eat this bro. This.
Would you make that at home?
I would. Bro, that marinara sauce go crazy though.
Yes, sir. In the case of the Hailey Bieber pizza toast, we turned that baby into a 5-star recipe. I'm actually so impressed that I'm gonna throw that on my rotation for snacks during the week. It's incredibly easy to make multiple of them, and the flavor is perfect. It's like a super crispy pizza. It's perfect. Hey, if you're still watching, please scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what TikTok you want to see me make next and elevate it up just a little bit better. I appreciate y'all watching. My name is Farnum. This is More Seasoning. No shade to Hailey. I appreciate the idea. We out. Listen, we are back in the fridge, so you know that it means as to be expected from the Biebs' wife. And one more time, fuck. We're gonna make it, we're gonna try it, and then we're gonna amp it up.